What's the matter with you, Jean-Paul? You suddenly acted as if we weren't even here.
More as though you hoped we weren't. What comes over you all of a sudden that affects you so strangely?
Look, Dan, if you want to leave, then go. But you must promise me to say nothing about what has happened on this island.
I'm not sure I can promise that.
For old time's sake.
For the old Jean-Paul, I wouldn't even have to be asked. I, too, would like to see Erica live again, but that's not possible. So I have to think about seeing you live again, because that can happen. Good night.
It hasn't been an easy day for any of us. Where are all the others?
Asleep, I presume. Mrs. Marshall tried to fight that potent wine we had at dinner. But finally, she had to give in, too.
Well, you managed it, no?
Well, it's because I managed to stay away from the wine.
You also managed to stay away from your dinner.
Well, I wasn't very hungry.
Well, it wasn't exactly a day for a feast, was it?
Oh, it certainly wasn't for me. It wasn't for you, either. You didn't eat anything.
I know. I couldn't help seeing Erica at the other end of the table.
Jean-Paul, you've got to get hold of yourself.
I try. Unsuccessfully. But today it was impossible.
The service?
I loathed it. Especially because it was for my only love.
I almost wish I hadn't asked for that last decency for my sister.
Last is so final, Allison.
So is death.
Look, I'm not going to try to convince you anymore. Now, please, don't attempt to change me.
But you must stop driving yourself.
It's the most important thing that I must drive myself. I drove myself to give you a service for Erica because that is what you wanted.
Well, she's my sister. I felt that she deserved some sort of memorial.
No, that's exactly what it was. Not a burial.
She is sealed from life.
Until cryonics brings her back again. All that is most important to me is that Erica lives again. Nothing else matters, so the world can be shut out.
And all your guests in.
Well, to have love again, it may be necessary to be hated.
Your guests don't hate you. They're afraid of you, Jean-Paul.
Dan Forrest isn't afraid.
Yes. He's afraid for all of us here.
Perhaps. Primarily for you. As I am afraid that anything might go wrong for Erica.
I'm just beginning to realize how very deeply you can love.
Are you?
Yes, I think so.
Except that we're too close together, Allison. I find my senses are...
Good night, Jean-Paul.
Allison, Allison, please, wait.
No, please, let me go.
Faint heart. Oh, was it hers or yours? Now, had I been in your place... Now, look, the last thing I need tonight is you. You need me day and night, unless you don't need Erica. Or are you beginning to feel that perhaps you need her sister?
What's the matter with you? That's Erica's husband.
What are you doing to me?
I'm not a vital, throbbing woman. Allison is. as Erica was.
Erica will be again.
But until then,
You are a devil.
don't you wish you were? Or are you? Mesdames et messieurs, I know you will forgive me, but I regret that my wife is indisposed. So if you will pardon me, us. My darling, I thought they would never leave.
You didn't give them much choice.
I had to be alone with you.
We shouldn't.
But I must.
But who I call? My sister.
Oh, long since abed sleeping.
I didn't mean that. She is your wife.
Unhappily.
Oh, Jacques, don't.
Just a little pleasantry. No wrong in that.
Oh, it's so cruel. And will help to destroy me.
You're enough a woman to need a man.
But I love my sister.
Of course you do.
Oh, it's so wrong. So wrong.
Twixt a man and a woman, there is no wrong. Only need. And you are mine.
I should be ashamed. And how can I? Who am I? Your woman. That's all that matters now. But I must take my leave.
Oh, come. Come, my sweet. Come back to my arms. Your conscience will be the death of both of us. To coin a phrase, why fight it?
What's the matter with me? That dream was so powerful. The names and the costumes mask only my conscience. That portrait haunts me more than Jean-Paul himself. Or is it just my way to disguise my true feelings?
And I want my sister's husband.
How can you want your wife's sister? It's simple. Because you're a man. Or are you becoming the man I was? Or have you always been?
I don't know! I don't know!
I do, but I'm not telling. Whoops, don't trip. Or Hades forbid, you could break our leg.